Today we will discuss elementary transformation on matrices. Elementary transformation. The first transformation is the interchange of any two rows or two columns. When we change rows, then mathematically ith row, ith column, when we interchange row, the ith row can be placed at jth row and jth row can be placed at ith row. Similarly, when we apply operation for column, then we represent it interchange of ith column and jth column like this. The second operation is the multiplication of elements of any row or columns by a non-zero number. When we apply the elements, either first row, second row, third row and so on, then we write a Ri, ith row, every element of ith row multiplied by k. And for column we write a ith column multiplied by k. Column multiplied means every element of that row or column will be multiplied by k. K should not be equal to 0. And the last operation is number 3, the addition to the elements of any row, the addition to the elements of any row or column, the corresponding elements of any other row or column after multiplication by a non-zero number. Again, the addition to the elements of any row or column to the corresponding element of any other row or column after multiplication by a non-zero number. Non-zero number means first element added with the first element of any other row and the same for column. Mathematically, we denote it as, suppose ith row, we have to replace ith row. These two remain identical, and in the elements of ith row, we want to add the corresponding element of jth row after multiplying by k. And similarly, for column we write Ci replaced by Ci plus k Cj. It will be very clear when we apply these transformations in finding the inverse of matrix. Then I will clear it more. The most important invertible matrix. The most important, every year you will get a long answer type question from this. So here, let A be a square matrix of order n. Concentrate here, A is a matrix and it is compulsion here the matrix should be square, number of row and number of columns will be equal. If अगर ऐसा हो जाए, if there exists another matrix B of same order n, मैट्रिक्स ए स्क्वायर मैट्रिक्स थी, अब एक मैट्रिक्स और एग्जिस्ट कर रही है जिसका ऑर्डर और इसका मैट्रिक्स बी का ऑर्डर ए के ऑर्डर के इक्वल है, सच दैट साथ में एक कंडीशन लगी हुई है कि ए को हम बी से मल्टीप्लाई करें और हमें आइडेंटिटी मैट्रिक्स मिल जाए. आइडेंटिटी मैट्रिक्स ऐसी स्क्वायर मैट्रिक्स जिसके सारे एलिमेंट्स जीरो हो एक्सेप्ट द डायगोनल एलिमेंट. डायगोनल एलिमेंट 1 होने चाहिए, बाकी सारे एलिमेंट जीरो हो तो वो आइडेंटिटी मैट्रिक्स होगी इज इक्वल टू बी ए. When you multiply A and B and if you get identity matrix, either you find AB or find BA, then B is called inverse of A and we write it as B is equal to A inverse. Here one more thing should be noted, B is inverse of A and A is inverse of B. Also A is called inverse of B. That is B inverse is A. So remember, A must be square matrix. If there exists a matrix B such that the product of these two matrices is I, then each other are called inverse of one another. A is inverse of B and B is inverse of A. Now there are some properties on the inverse of matrix. The first is the inverse of a matrix is unique. Inverse of matrix is unique means whichever method you follow to find the inverse of a matrix, you will get the same result. Result will not be changed. If exists, sometimes there are matrices which do not possess their inverse. So inverse if of a matrix it exists, then it will be unique. Means आप किसी भी मेथड से इनवर्स फाइंड आउट करें आपको रिजल्ट सेम मिलेगा। मैं इसका प्रूफ बता रहा हूं, कभी कभी पूछा गया है, लेट A be a square matrix, ऑब्वियसली इनवर्स है तो वो स्क्वायर मैट्रिक्स का होगा। A be a square matrix, अगेन लेट इफ पॉसिबल, ऐसा पॉसिबल तो है नहीं, लेकिन अगर ऐसा हो जाए, इफ पॉसिबल कैपिटल B एंड कैपिटल C, these are two matrices, B and C are two inverses of A, B और C A के दो इनवर्स हैं। अगर ये दो इनवर्स हैं A के, then by the definition of inverse AB equal to I should be equal to BA, write it one. Also C is another inverse of A, then AC equal to I equal to C. These two equations are written by the definition of inverse of a matrix. Now see, let's start with B. B can be written as BI. B can be written as BI. When you multiply any matrix by an identity matrix, matrix do not change. Now in place of I, in place of Y, I, we can write AC from second. This is the multiplication of three matrices, and multiplication of matrices follow associativity. So this can be written as BA into C. Now see from first equation, BA is equal to I. So we can write it IC. Again we are multiplying it with identity matrix, so this is equal to C. What we get here? B is equal to C. Means when we consider B and C are two inverses, then we are getting B equal to C. And therefore inverse of a matrix is unique. Now come to the second property. If A and B are invertible matrices of same order. A and B are invertible matrices of same order, means inverse A inverse exists and B inverse exists. That it is possible to find out the inverse of A and B. Then AB inverse, that is the product of inverse of the product of A and B, and this will be equal to product of inverses in reverse order. Inverse of product is equal to product of inverses in reverse order. Here AB, in the right hand side we have B inverse A. See the proof. AB will also be the square matrix of same order when we multiply AB. Then by the property of inverse, AB into AB inverse is equal to I. When you multiply any matrix by its inverse, you get identity matrix. Now pre-multiply by A inverse. What we get here? A inverse AB into AB inverse equal to A inverse I. Again I will apply associativity in this. Then what we get? A inverse A into B into AB inverse equal to A inverse. When you multiply A inverse with I, you get A inverse. Identity IH identity matrix. Now A inverse. Again multiplication of a matrix with its inverse. It is I. B into AB inverse is equal to A inverse. Now what about IB? IB again becomes B. It is AB inverse equal to A inverse. Now again I am going to multiply this matrix equation by B inverse, and we will do it pre-multiplication. So again write pre-multiply by B inverse. So B inverse B into AB inverse is equal to B inverse A inverse. Do not break the order. If in the left hand side we are multiplying in the left, then in the right hand side we will multiply in the left. The order of multiplication in matrix is very important. Again B inverse B is I, and this is AB inverse is equal to B inverse A. I multiply by AB inverse, it will give you AB inverse is equal to B inverse A inverse, which was we have required to prove. So the product of inverse of product is equal to product of inverses in the reverse. In the next video, we will discuss how to find the inverse of matrix using elementary transformation. So read it carefully, and if you have any doubt, then WhatsApp me at 94150 84802.